After listening to this story, stay tuned for a preview of another episode of American Memories Continued.
As new dreams are born and hopes are lived, so too are American Memories Continued.
American Memories Continued, an original audio series, is brought to you with love and commercial-free by
The Fingerprint Community Global, moved by greater to believe bigger. Advocatus Ecclesiae Publishing, perfecting the distribution of hope.
and by the ongoing monthly support of friends, community members, and sustaining faithful partners like you. Our theme music, Proudly Western, was composed and performed by J. Mann at www.ourmusicbox.com. We're thankful and humbled that you've chosen to tune in regularly for your favorite episodes of American Memories Continued.
Not just stories told, memories lived.
Today's episode is entitled The Power of the Streetlight. Let all of your cares go for just a little while. Listen closely. Prepare your heart to be stolen. You now have a front row seat, and this is family time.
American Memories Continued begins now.
Many will know what I mean when I say that if the street lights were on and your name was called by your parents, you had better be within the sound of their voice and making your way home if you didn't want there to be any trouble. When we were coming up, the words, "You're in trouble," was one of the most terrifying statements that you could hear. When you're real young, you don't even know what the words mean. But there's one thing that you do know. Trouble is not what you want to be in. As the years go by, sitting on the front porch or hanging out on the steps just doesn't seem to get it anymore. You want to expand your territory, explore the surrounding blocks, and eventually branch out into other neighborhoods. The dilemma is that what you begin to want, as unfair as it may seem, is often in direct conflict with the rules of the house. You've heard it 1,000 times before. If you're going to live in this house, you're going to have to follow my rules. And one of those rules, up until a certain age anyway, was that you'd better be home or close enough to hear your name called when the street lights came on. No excuses that you didn't see them come on or that you were just around the corner. Home meant home. There were a few loopholes, but not many. You could be on the block at a friend's house, but you needed to be able to respond in some way. And chances are their parents weren't going to let you use their telephone to call home as proof. Yelling down the street to check in was a little disrespectful. So it made more sense to do a face-to-face and give an account of yourself. You never know, showing that you actually cared about the rules, which made mom and dad look good to those who were watching, may even buy you a bit of grace period time to hang out a little longer. I don't think that any of us knew the precise time that the lights would come on. But when you're having fun, it always seemed to be way too early. There was another signal that my parents used to use to get our attention. And it wasn't subtle, nor was it meant to be. It said that you'd better check in right now, or we're going to have to take this thing to a whole nother level. It was the flashing on and off of the porch lights in rapid succession. And if you knew what was good for you, you'd be wise not to ignore it. Looking back, it was all reasonable. This was about respect, safety, accountability, and order. If you didn't embarrass Dad, he wouldn't embarrass you. And believe me, if you went down that path, you were going to lose that contest every time. Yes, at times your thoughts were, I can't wait to grow up so that I can get my own place. It sounds good in the heat of the moment, doesn't it? But as the old folks used to say, it's more than a notion. What was all of the fuss about anyway? Was it that you wanted the right, or should we say the freedom, to come and go as you please? We all know that there was no real power about the streetlights. And when you finally got in your own place, able to do as you please, you ended up setting yourself boundaries of respect, safety, and accountability anyway. Why? Because as an adult, you realize that there must be order. If you're exiting the studio, please watch your step. For those who are tuned in, we now return you to your ordinary day. We truly hope that you've enjoyed spending this time with us. Our goal, with your help, is that the American Memories Continued experience grows to become America's new favorite pastime, serving you and your loved ones wherever they are. What did you want to say, young lady? Go ahead.
Make sure to become a fan and a supporting partner and listen to our full episodes.
Click the links below and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Medium.com, Instagram, and YouTube. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe.
Give American Memories Continued to yourself or to someone that you know. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our veterans for all that you've done for us. And truly, we thank you for your ongoing support.
Until next time, God bless.
God bless you.
And now, a preview from another episode of American Memories Continued. The freedom to explore options in life. Freedom to do the things that our parents only dreamed of. So what have we left behind? What have we lost? Whatever happened to the cute girl next door, or the guy who lived down the street that everyone thought wouldn't make it? What's next? Who can say if it will be better or worse than what we had, or how it will compare to what we went through? People had jobs, and teens were checking each other out to determine who they would marry.